Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hope everyone had a wonderful day. And it seems that the far left students are getting their just desserts. They are finally having consequences for their actions, the way they speak, the way they do things, and they're not liking it. And of course, we're going to have a professor go out and defend this type of debauchery, this type of stupidity, because, the far left and these communists always have to do so. So, without further ado, let's get directly into this. It says here that at least a dozen more CEOs endorsed Bill Ackman's vow not to hire Harvard students who blamed Israel for Hamas terror attack, as undergrads doubled down on their statement and whined about being flooded with racist hate speech. Over a dozen executives are joining the call to blacklist the Harvard students who put out a statement that blamed Israel for the Hamas attack, while the group whined about being persecuted in the aftermath. CEOs from Easy Health, Belong, FabFitFun, Inspire, Dove Hill, and many more joined billionaire hedge fund manager Bill Ackman in the charge of outing the members of 31 student organizations who issued a statement on Sunday. Ackman said one should not be able to hide behind a corporate shield when issuing statements supporting the actions of terrorists who we now learn have beheaded babies, among other inconceivably despicable acts. On Wednesday, the student group Harvard Palestine Solidarity Committee put out a statement affirming their message. Despite the outrage, they say they forced them to cancel a vigil they had planned. In the past 72 hours, our statement has made international headlines. PSC has been flooded with racist hate speech and death threats. Hundreds of students have been persecuted both on campus and online, even people unaffiliated with PSC, the group wrote. Says the targeting of Palestinian, Black, Brown, Muslim, and international students specifically should be extremely concerning to all parties. These threats reached such a height that we were forced to postpone our vigil and needed to mourn all innocent lives lost, they wrote. We are appalled at the administration's failure to protect its students' safety. To state what should be clear, PSC staunchly opposes all violence against all innocent life and laments all human suffering. The ongoing discourse centered on Harvard's diverse focus from the relentless carnage in Gaza, a dire situation which our joint statement urgently warned about. Rather than apologize, the group doubled down on their message and called on the Harvard community to reject the attacks on students in the group. The Palestinian death toll is only starting to amount, they wrote. Loss of Palestinian lives, which has tragically become an unimaginable occurrence, neither breaks news nor prompts White House speeches. They said Harvard is a university that invests in restoring apartheid, and we are proud to stand steadfast against restoring apartheid. So yeah, I don't see anything here that is really wanting to justify anything that the horrible attack that the Hamas did to the Israeli people. This says from Michael Brookham says, we are in as well. Michael McQuad, I completely agree and have been warning the same last couple of days when the names of these students would come out. Our worst statements have repercussions. We have Elliot Resnick, share the list please, we'll stay away. So, yeah, all these people are facing severe consequences for their actions, and I love to see it. We have this from Lauren Summers. I yield to no one in my revulsion at the statement apparently made on behalf of 30-plus Harvard student groups. But please, everybody take a deep breath. Many of these groups never saw the statement before it went out. In some cases, those approving did not understand exactly what they are approving. Probably some were naive and foolish. This is not a time when it's constructive to vilify individuals, and I am sorry that this is happening. It is a time for absolute clarity that words or deeds that threaten the safety of others in our community will not be tolerated. No. Here, I'm going to put you a stop to this, Lawrence H. Summers, for obvious reason. You people have gone out and done the exact same thing when people did not agree with you and your opinions or your ideologies. You have gone out and doxed people multiple times. You have gone out and called for the ultimate councilization or firing of people that don't agree with you guys. So no, you people have done this, and it makes me very concerned on the fact that when you have Harvard students or college students in general, but Harvard, I guess you guys are a higher standard, right? So you have to really put your guys on a way bigger standard, that they read something and they can't actually they either don't understand it, or they sign it because, they didn't realize it. It's stupid. We know what it is. We have this from Christopher F. Rufo. Good grief. It's not that many in these groups never saw the statement before it went out. It's that many in these groups fear reputational damage. It then said they hadn't seen the statements that they signed in order to walk back support for butchering babies. Exactly. Because these people have too much reputation. They don't want to have to lose this. It's all for clicks and to be part of society, because this is the right part of society. Well, let me put you this way. When you see people get murdered in the street, literally in the street, after dancing, celebrating, and doing stuff like that, and then having people being taken by hostages, some of them getting raped, etc., you start to lose foot on a lot of people, because normal people that are not lunatics, that are not radical, that are not fools, are not going to go out and vote for these type of people, are not going to go out and defend these type of atrocities. It's just not going to happen. And the students are finally getting their repercussions. That is more from Christopher F. Rufo. It says, just delusional. This is related to the Lawrence H. Summers post. That is this one here that I just read. It said, just delusional. In some cases, those approving did not understand exactly what they are approving. These are Harvard students who signed a statement that said, in plain language, the apartheid regime is the only one to blame. Summers' brain is entangled in ideology. It is very difficult for Summers to believe that the people and the culture that he has nurtured for years support the mass butchering of women and children. The denial is strong, but at some point he will run out of excuses and see the truth. They were like this all along. Yes, these students were always like this. They were always evil. They were always not great for society, and they will always be these type of horrible human beings. We have this here. Doxing truck drives around Harvard showing names, photos of students who blame Israel for Hamas attacks. A doxing truck is driving around the campus of Harvard University with digital billboards that display the names and photos of students who allegedly signed a letter blaming Israel for Hamas, a violent attack that killed more than 1,200 people over the weekend. Giant video screens hung on the sides and back of the truck display the words Harvard's leading anti-Semites in Gothic script over a slideshow of Ivy Leagues, headshots, and names in bold with red block letters according to photos on social media. Non-profit news watchdog Accuracy and Media was behind the truck, which showed the students involved in the 34 student groups that signed a letter saying Israel is entirely responsible for Hamas' deadly attack on Saturday. The truck's surprise appearance around campus on Wednesday was the first day of a multi-day, multi-pronged campaign involving multiple billboards and a variety of other tactics, Accuracy and Media President Adam Gillette told the Post. Yes, so again, these students do not like the fact that they're actually being targeted and blamed for the actual for enjoying and liking the attack on the Israeli people, and now they want to save face. So no, I don't have any sympathy for you students. I don't have any sympathy for you people at all, because you people have been outright enjoying and going for these attacks, and now you're getting blamed for it. We don't justify and want to have brutalization to kids and what have you. You people are evil, and I'm going to call you what you are: evil. The people not the people that are doxing, but for the people that were actively justifying and wanting to defend this horrendous attack on the Israeli people. I don't want anybody dying in this war. I would much like for people to not die in any war, but that is an impossibility. And I understand that lives are going to be lost due to this. But if you're going to have people like this, and then people that are having these, supporting the apartheid and the death of Israeli people, and you're siding with Hamas that went down to butcher, kill, rape, and all these other things to these people, then yes, you are now part of the evil side. I do not have any sympathy for you, and you deserve everything that comes to you. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share, and as always, take care.